Happy Friday afternoon slash evening slash morning, wherever you are on planet Earth. Let's get straight into it. We'll start with Forex. Yeah, we are still bearish on gold. We had a potential range here, which ended up being a 2-tap after SFPing this market structure high. And we have continued to go low. I'm just double checking that my mic is working. Yes, it is. Yeah, so we've also left supply, which was still, that was still supply from yesterday. Nothing has changed. We've disrespected demand. And yeah, overall, we're just SFP after SFP here. And I still expect us to follow through in gold and pretty soon hit this demand. Not a lot of trade opportunities at the moment, so we will keep the ball rolling in terms of gold. Silver might be somewhat similar, same thing, a 2-tap model there, left behind supply. We're still bearish, and we have entered demand. Same thing, not really a whole lot of trade opportunities I'm interested in at the moment. We have created liquidity there, so that's obviously going to get swept. Other than that, not a whole lot, so we will keep it moving. Oil. Just want to check. Yeah, we are still bullish on the hour. So that is something to just, be aware of, but we're still bearish on the 4-hour. That is fine. Yeah, market structure. Our 4-hourly high is here, and then we've also got supply right there, which probably has been mitigated on the lower time frame. So that is just something to be aware of. We have also entered supply. Let's validate this OBIF. Yeah, so this has all been mitigated on the lower time frame. That's why I'm not too interested in it. Yeah, I was like, probably would have definitely checked this supply block if it was there. So obviously there was a reason as to why I did mark it, and that is the exact reason. It's already been mitigated on the lower time frame. Still, as much as we're bullish on the alley, we're still bearish on the 4-hour. But we are obviously bullish on the daily, so unless this is also still bullish on the daily. So yeah, expect us to overall go high in the long term, but we are in a local move down. Even for oil at the moment, there's not really anything that makes me want to short at the moment. Like, it would have been this, but we've kind of pushed up a little too high for my liking. Yeah, so this is invalid. So yeah, oil, silver, and gold, no real trade opportunities at the moment. So just be patient. Probably wait till next week, I'd be honest. For us to be completely honest with you all. Yeah, just be patient. We'll see what moves we can get next week. Now let's go to Forex. This is moving beautifully. Really, really nice. We've even left some low time frame, or not necessarily low time frame, but we've left some supply here. This may have been mitigated on the lower time frame. I haven't checked yet. Valid supply, so that is a very, very good sign, given we are in this, still live in this short at the moment. We've taken our 30% TP. Next target to monitor is this demand here, which we do have. our alerts on. Lovely. Not a whole lot more to do there. USD JPY. Give me a second. All right, we back. We are now bullish on the hourly, bullish on the 2 hour, probably bullish on the 4. Yeah, we are bullish across the board here. Maybe even on the daily, I would go as far as saying. Yeah, bullish on everything, guys. So given this, I now turn my focus to this higher time frame range, as we are now bullish on everything else. So yeah, the daily's bullish, 4 hours bullish. Every single time frame right now is bullish. And yeah, just be patient now. We've got this higher time frame range. We've still got our alerts here when we officially deviate. And yeah, we have not broken too bearish yet on the hourly. So yeah, overall, we are in an uptrend. You can potentially look at... Yeah, I wouldn't put much emphasis on any supply here just because you got this high time frame range. So yeah, at the moment, let's be patient. And let's just wait till we deviate this high time frame range. That is it, really, for USD JPY. Perfect. Euro NZD, we did get stopped out earlier today at break even. After my biggest sort of indicator that we were going to get stopped out was when we SFP'd our 3 hour market structure low for the second time right here. And that was, yeah, as soon as I saw the second SFP, I was like, yeah, we're probably going to reject and start rotating to our entry, which is exactly what has happened. And yeah, stopped after break even. Not a whole lot more that I can do at the moment. I would not be looking for a Model 1 re-entry at the moment just because of the time displacement. So if we look at tap 1 to tap 2, we've got 4 days, 15 hours. And then if we look at tap 2 to current, yeah, we're going to need like early, or we're going to need a retest in New York, which I doubt is going to happen. Or early next week's, early like Monday open, which same thing, I don't think it's going to happen. So for this pair, best thing to do is just wait for the for next week as well and see how price develops. And also you do have high time frame supply above, so wait for that to get mitigated. So that is the plan for Euro NZD. USD CAD bullish across the board, still leaving behind quite a bit of demand. I might look at this just temporarily from a local pullback point of view. I feel like this is a little bit too... Yeah. This move is just a bit too aggressive for my liking. We've had overlapping supply here, which has continuously gotten mitigated. yeah, it's just way too stretched out. Wouldn't be paying too much attention to this. So while we're still in sort of that, yeah, excessive moves up, still look for distributions, but like there's just nothing at the moment. So we've swept everything here. Yeah, just be patient. Realistically, just be patient. Like, the best example is you saw how patiently we waited for that GBP JPY trade. Even the Euro NZD trade, which we got stopped out of. Like, unless it's like crystal clear that there's a chance that price will shift and move into your desired direction, then I'm not going to be forcing anything here. So not too interested in USD CAD. AUD CAD. We're still bullish, but there's no real range at the moment that I'm interested in. Same thing, we've got demand below. Price just isn't interesting me at the moment. You do have demand here. That's kind of it, really. Yeah, like overall, this higher time frame demand below is so much more of a priority. Well, we've mitigated demand here. Still a lot more demand to mitigate below. I can see we had a very low time frame distribution there, which would not have been of interest in any given way. And yeah, we're overall just still quite bearish. Not a lot to do. Keep an eye out on the higher time frame demand below. Euro GBP rejected nicely from supply. Are we still bullish on the 4 hour? Yeah. Yeah, we are. Yeah, not a whole lot to do here. Price isn't giving me much to work with at the moment. GBP NZD, however, we could be getting a nice accumulation. So keep an eye out for that. We are bullish on the hourly now after breaking structure quite evidently there. So this is actually quite nice for a accumulation model. We might, maybe, I don't think we'll get a confirmation today, unfortunately, but it is still good to monitor. We have mitigated this refined demand, so that's nice. Even the main demand has actually been mitigated. Asia high has been taken, Asia low has not. It is a nice liquidity target, so I will be looking for a sweep of our Asia low. Just be mindful that we do actually have extreme demand pretty much where the Asia low was or is. So we have Asia low right there. That is extreme liquidity. And from that Asia low was also created extreme demand right there. So yeah, price is definitely telling me it wants to go higher. Just be mindful that, technically speaking, it's an ugly looking model 1. The reason I say that is because we've actually deviated once there, and then we've deviated a second time there. So this is, technically speaking, a confirmed model. We've also broken structure. Like, yeah, this is a confirmed model, but we are now looking for that extended fourth tap, which then becomes a model 1 going into a model 2, given that we continue a return to zone in here as well. And then we mitigate, break structure, boom, and then we can long that to range high. So that is the plan of attack here. We can move GBP and NZD to move it to second place. Boom. Yeah, and yeah, overall, we're trending higher, so that is the plan there. Sweet, not a whole lot more to do. We have looked at this AUD CHF. Quite bullish here, as you can see. And there we go. There's no market check without me getting rid of my my little indicator here, my little chart. Boom. Not a whole lot at the moment in terms of AUD CHF. We're still in an uptrend. Yeah, we've broken structure. We're now bullish on the hourly, on the 4 hourly as well. That is kind of it. Not a whole lot more to... I'll keep an eye out for when we sweep this high, maybe. Maybe that can be a potential short time or low time frame reversal. We'll see. USD CHF. Yeah, still bullish, and let's just and we're still focusing on this higher time frame distribution model here, which the second tap got created by this accumulation model. So just be patient. I feel like we are going to pull back in within the range, so we will see what happens there. Euro USD still very much bearish. Let me just sit down. Boom. Look at that. Yes, sir. All right, very much bearish. Still a little bit of supply here. Still bearish for CHF JPY. We are obviously in this confirmed model, so just expect lower. No real opportunities of re-entry at the moment. That is kind of it, really. Yeah, and this was mitigated on the lower time frame. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, just waiting for price to go lower essentially and probably complete this range. GBP USD, still not much. We are quite bearish on the hourly now. Retests here are always going to be welcomed for distribution models, but no retest, no entry. No valid distribution, no entry. Don't think we're going to come back for this second tap, or third tap, sorry, for the eighth confirmed third tap. We're just trending lower. NZD CAD has mitigated demand. We can definitely look for accumulations, but but there's nothing really clean at the moment, and I feel like we're probably trending bearishly now. We are bearishly on the 4 hour as well. On the 1 hour as well, alongside the 4 hour. And there is actually a nice supply POI here. Lovely. Yeah, normally Friday, I don't know, Friday can be hit and miss. Sometimes you'll get like quite a few setups, which are annoying because it's on a Friday. And that is when, you know, the market closes. And then sometimes, which is actually a pretty good thing, there's just nothing going on the Friday. So I'd rather have nothing going on the Friday than just setups galore, because yeah, I'm not a fan of trading over the weekend. Yeah, still bearish. As you can see, there is some form of accumulation model here, but there's we're obviously in a fairly bearish sentiment at the moment, so I wouldn't really be looking to long this unless it's a pristine setup, which you can then risk 0.5%. So I'll chart this up for now, and we will see what happens. But the way we've moved, price is quite aggressive at the moment, so yeah, we'll see how we come into this POI. If the Asia high is in a nice spot, I will actually consider. It hasn't been swept yet. And then you have that Asia high has New York and London highs from yesterday are still intact, which isn't a bad thing. So we will monitor this and we will see what happens. Yeah, well, that's it for Forex, guys. Quick and nice and quick today. AUD, GBP, NZD are the only potential setups I'm looking at the moment. I definitely do like this GBP NZD one, so I will be paying a bit more attention to this. As much as Asia high has been taken out, as well as and Asia low hasn't, it's still overall like you're in a confirmed model already, so that's the bonus there. Yeah, let's jump to crypto. Sentiment remains bearish, so yeah, expect us to go lower. We'll see what happens here with Bitcoin. We could have a potential accumulation range at play. We'll see. USDT dominance is probably going to be doing the same thing in the opposite fashion. Lo and behold. Lo and behold. But yeah, we have left demand above, so just be mindful of that. And we've probably left supply as well on Bitcoin. Well, demand below, sorry, and then, okay, not really. Okay, actually, we didn't really leave that much. We didn't really leave any supply. It's kind of all been mitigated on the lower time frame. Boom, you have that here. There you go. A little sneaky supply POI right there. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Given where USDT and where Bitcoin is, expect alt to go lower. Pretty simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Look for distributions on alts. It's that simple. We had one on ETH there, a very low time frame one. We've ran through demand. Bomb, that is gone. yeah, so don't overcomplicate the crypto market, guys. Look for distributions. Well, we have this that we looked at yesterday and it just didn't confirm. And it was also actually an invalid model by the end because it was for probably technically 5 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was not a valid model as much as the expectation order flow was spot on here. No valid model, no trade. And yeah, we are now moving back down. Aave. That is complete as well. Not too interested. Whenever a model like just completes, I'm not really interested in looking at trades. Like, yeah, it can be a very somewhat of a volatile area. When a model completes itself, price can SFP it, price can flush down and keep going. So yeah, I'm kind of just letting price do its thing. This was a silly accumulation model, but like it's one of those ones that shouldn't have completed themselves, but they did. Yeah, not a whole lot to do for render at the moment. Cake, not really. As I said, I'm keeping it very, very... Tau is going to hit demand soon. I'm keeping it very, very simple. I'm looking for distributions. If there's even like half an accumulation, I'm not interested in it whatsoever. Yeah, trading should be as simple as possible. And that's for everyone. Boom. Supply there could be an okay POI for later down the track. We'll see. Link will go lower. Pepe will go lower, running through demand. This is going to be the quickest market check of all time, I reckon. Sol has hit demand. It's most likely going to go lower. The crypto context is saying lower. As much as there's a little bit of demand on the chart, I'm not interested in it. Sui lower. No real opportunities here for any retests. Fartcoin lower. That supply has been mitigated. We do have this. Boom. Whiff. Asta. Demand below. Litecoin. Demand below. Sorry, no demand below. It's just, there's not much below, but there's a return to zone below. That's what's below. So expect us to go lower. I'm curious if a lot of these pairs are going to end up doing something like this, which that will give me a retest entry, something like that. Boom. It will definitely be worth checking on all. If you guys watch this video as soon as it comes out, I would definitely be checking on all alts, like in a few hours after this video's come out, just to see how price develops. But at the moment, as you can see, there's not a whole lot going on. Like literally nothing. So yeah, that's going to be my plan. I will be, yeah, not a whole lot to do at the moment in terms of crypto and even Forex outside of those two, but I will be coming back to, I'll be coming back to the crypto charts in a few hours just to see how price develops and or has developed. But yeah, other than that, not a whole lot. Sentiment is bearish still, and will continue to be bearish until advised otherwise. Maybe a little accumulation there. But yeah, I'm not looking for accumulations at the moment. That is it. Thank you all for joining. Have a amazing Friday day / afternoon / evening / morning if you've just woken up. And yeah, I'll see you all on tomorrow's update. Peace.